Hi, and welcome to Bridging the Gap, connecting in a disconnected world. Today we're going to talk about positive energy. So let's awaken our senses a little bit more. If we awaken our sympathetic nerve system that makes us aware of flight or fight responses, then we can also use that energy to calm our parasympathetic nerve system, which will help us with taking today's stresses on, digestion, help us sleep better, help us interrelate better. So, and how do we stay positive in this noisy world, this digital age? There's so much going on amidst the noise. How can we use our breathing, our brain activity to fight against those negative biases, to help us create a world that when that information comes in, we can deal with it easier? Hopefully through a breath, hopefully through how we choose to see it. Do we see it as a negative thing? Do we see it, can we see it as a positive way and an opportunity to create a better outcome? With this intention, I think we can rewire our brains toward that positivity so that our amygdala can take it in a different way, our brain core, our initial reaction, and then switch it. Let's use our breath as a reset button, right? Use a simple breathing exercise to shift our focus, and then we can take that breath with us in between our breathing time periods. So as we inhale and we find a seated, comfortable spot, let's think about how we can draw in that clarity and that warmth and light. And then we'll exhale all of the tension, the frustration, the digital overload that we have. And we'll just keep repeating this with our nervous system, take out that noise and create inner peace. So find a warm, seated position and think about some of the stresses. I know that we had, in my own family, we had, the word can't. I can't do that. It's not within me. It's not part of me right now. So I suggested to think about the word can't and maybe switch it to not able to yet. And what's the difference between there, right? Can't is a block that we put up saying that it's not possible. We can't go to Jupiter at this point, right? So it's not actually possible. But if it is possible, how can we make that possible? And maybe we're not able to yet, but switching a simple term like can't to not able to yet gives us the hope, the possibility, and the energy that can push us forward to having that moment come to fruition. So as we find our gentle, warm spot and close our eyes, feet planted firm on the ground or in a seated position with your legs crossed, feel free to take in all that energy. Breathe it all out. Get it out. Breathe in the warmth, glowing, energetic light and peace, and keep that with you as it calms our face, our mouth, our noise, our nose, our shoulders. Breathe in all that light and let it push all the way down through our core, through our heart, through our hips, into our legs, to the ends of our toes, as if our feet were rooted into the ground like a tree. And let that energy flow through and ground us. Let it become part of a moment that can shift the balance of what's happening within and inside ourselves, and with what's happening outside of ourselves as well. The warmth, glowing, happy air coming through. And breathing out all the noise and the frustration. And allowing the light and the healing energy to just remain. this peace, this calmness, this nothingness, if you will, can have so much power. It can let us know that we can take the next moment with a breath, that we will be able to do this together. Thought arises, allow it to pass through and dissipate. It'll be there later, and we'll be able to deal with it in a much more meaningful way. If we hear sounds, allow them to pass through. As we continue to be at peace and calm. Knowing that there are others out there to support us as we find ways to support ourselves so that we can spread that joy, that light, that positivity. As we breathe in that light, we have an intention to move forward with the day for ourselves, to allow this peace and this light to radiate from us, through us, to all those around us. And on your own time, take a final breath in. Hold it, and let that power come all the way through. And when you're ready, open your eyes and join us. As we continue, we'll think about this positive shift, how we reframe negativity, how we, instead of letting our digital life control us, how we can control that consumption. And how we use this as a gratitude practice to focus on whatever uplifts us and take that power with us through the day. So remember, positivity is a choice, as hard as it seems, and every breath is an opportunity to begin again. I'll leave you with this quote from Walt Whitman: "Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you." Thank you, and have a peaceful, positive, energetic,